Hey guys, I just wanted to get another little video out there. I haven't updated in a while. I added a couple of new grid tie inverters to my solar array outside. As you can see from the kilowatt meter here, I got 1,530 watts coming in off my big array. My smaller array is actually going to the charge controller right now. And it's got 6 amps. The batteries are full. Batteries are at 14.3. This is the regulator and dump load for the WinMax. I haven't gotten any amps from the WinMax since I put it up, but it's not the turbine's fault. It's in a very bad area with trees all around it. I'm waiting for the leaves to come down before I get any good readings on that. We do have a big storm coming in. Hurricane Earl, I think it is. So maybe it'll kick up a notch, get that turbine working. I do see it spinning quite a bit, but never fast enough to charge anything. Here's the solar array here. Here's the WinMax. You can see it's only on a 20-foot tower. The way I'm looking at it right now, I'm looking toward the east, so the wind usually comes, it has to come through all those trees. The west is pretty open. North is trees. South is trees. But when the leaves come down, I do get some real good wind around here, so that will be put to work pretty soon. This solar panel here is a homemade one. Just runs a fan on my big grid tie inverter. The one, this big one here, behind this flap is a 3,000 watt power jack, which doesn't work very well anymore. It's down to about 300 watts in full sun. But I just added these two over here. These are 500 watt sun grid tie inverters. They're good from 20 to 60 volts. You can see my gauges here. I got about 22 amps at 26 volts right now. The sun keeps going in and out, so. Then I have another 500 watt grid tie inverter over here. It's the same as the other two I just showed you, but that runs on its own. I separated 4 of these panels just to run that one inverter. Like I said, this panel here just runs the fan on that big power jack, because I've never seen that fan come on its own. The sun's down now. We're down to about 590. I do have a little bit of loss from here. The house is way down there. But as you can tell, I have all my grid tie inverters out at the solar array. And then I just run my AC current through this line here all the way back to my house. I think it's like 130 feet or 140 feet the way I got it running. And then I go directly into my fuse panel. And I have this big inverter and the 2 smaller 500 watts running through this DC disconnect through that fuse. So it's all working pretty well. I used to have 9 Harbor Freight 15 watt panels on the back side of my roof, but I had a new roof put on, new shingles, so I took those off. Now I have just a little rack on the ground out back here that we're getting to. Everything's growing in now. See here, I got a 90 watt panel, one 80 watt panel, and two homemade panels. They're each probably about 75 to 80 watts each. So that's the array. I usually just keep that on my batteries, but I can switch it over to the grid tie inverter that I have inside. It's just a smaller 250 watt grid tie inverter. Alright guys, I just thought I would update you on some of the stuff that I had going on. Thanks for watching.